dares to use the Sky Altar without permission? Only those who rule over Donghae Province have the rights to this sacred place.
Everyone? But all of this was...
You dare try to deceive the Hyungam? Explain then how you made rain fall on your own!
Oh, my lord. I was only thinking to myself how great it would be to have a refreshing cup of makgeolli on a rainy day. And what do I know? It started raining. I'm not the brightest of men, so how would I have known this was such a big deal?
Is that right? You'll stand by this statement. And you've done your part.
We could barely make a living for ourselves. And now they tell us we must labor away for the good of Donghae without compensation. On my way here, I saw constables stationed throughout Gorun Plateau. Perhaps this will use the Sky Altar without official permission. Traveler, the hunting dog from the Hyungam, but right now, saving your...
Traveler, is that really you? The Guzensei must be making me see things. Traveler, is that... Huh? Really here? Look, the weather seems to be clearing. Was I beaten? They acted like they were, then just left. Guess they were looking for anyone to blame and throw in prison.
My name's Youngo. Did I...
Thank the heavens you're safe. I was worried sick. Oh, and this is him. The keeper of the dog who killed that child. Ever since that day, he's been racked with guilt and decided to apply to be a stable keeper. However, I told you it was something unbelievable, didn't I? This man told me that Dohun was...
Huh? What do you mean? Okay, let's say that's true. Then where does the truth start and end?
I care for the dogs they use during the hunt here in the stables. How about you take them out yourself? What do you think? Didn't... Yes! That's... The young gun despises when the child was in a daze, having fallen down a hill while wandering through the reeds. His body was mangled. Of course, I alerted the Hyungam right away. Claiming these were ill omens, he told me, threw them together, and sent them up in flames.
And that means that his mother, after seeing the hunting dogs in the burnt and wrought with grief, she took her own life? By the god.
If my dogs hadn't found the child, all these dogs did was frighten the child. To think his mother took her own life for that. From what I'd heard, she'd already been suffering, and I hesitated. But to think she'd be so quick to leave this world, rumors spread like wildfire, and the Dalba office was desperate to put them out. I had no other choice.
A burden weighs differently on everyone. Something that...
I could understand some part of what... I've been taking care of him ever since. He's probably by the beach right now. However, after this...
I've talked with Yungu and decided that we'll take the child with us. The Dokkaebi will be able to cure a mute child. And if I ever meet Granny Death again, I'll be sure to tell her to let his mother know that her child is safe.
In the end, all this happened because the Honorable Chwe took everything, all of Gowun Plateau, for himself. Traveler, let's go back to Dalbo. We gotta find out how all this came to be.
Thank you. This boy, we will take good care of him. Come by this village again. You're welcome back anytime.
Just the right time. I just finished threatening to... I saw these guys lazing about with my own two eyes.
What do you think you're doing? The Honorable Chwe family gave us these lands for our service. Our family can make a living now.
Nothing we did was against the law. Even our ill king would leap out of his bed if he heard these false accusations. Our master was merely...
All we did was kick out the...
What? Then you probably had... Traveler, don't you think this is a bit suspicious? Strange. I wonder if there's anything I can compare this to. Oh, you see that? See? Look at the dates. They're different. Seems the Honorable Chwe was privy to some insider information. Otherwise, the people of Goon Plateau would have registered these lands for themselves and carried on with their peaceful lives. Thanks to that Yongbon green with greed, many lost their livelihood, and some their lives. This is unacceptable. Don't you agree? For now, no one's looking, right? I'm gonna take this notice with me.
What do you want? And who are you anyway? Don't you think you should mind your own business?
Oksun! That's no way to talk to people! So sorry, Traveler. She's still young and immature.
Goodness, man, why is she in such a bad mood? The weather's so nice, don't you think?
Well, there's a reason for that. Excuse me. I have some business to attend to here. Oh, Mr. Björn! My daughter wants some snake meat. Oh my! The
What? Mom, please! Why? Are you gonna help? Ugh, that mountain! We have to cross Mount Tebek. As you know, Traveler, the tigers are especially aggressive these days. But there are ways to cross the mountain safely. They say if you catch a snake in the blessed waterfall of Mount Tebek and eat it, my mom says we don't have enough money to return to Seoul, so she won't buy it for me. I've been so scared that I haven't slept for days.
Whoa, what's this about? Mr. Byung, is it true that Tebek snake soup will protect you from the tiger attacks?
That's right, especially since they're hard to come by these days. As you know, the tiger attacks have made things quite chaotic lately.
Yeah, so this is my fate for having a cheap mother who used a worn-out string for my first birthday ceremony, huh?
Where is this sass coming from, Traveler? How about we help her a little?
Yeah, so this is...
Look, Mr. Byung, is there anything we can do to help? This Traveler is kind-hearted. They just can't ignore this kind of thing.
Well, it's been a while since I heard from that skilled mountain dweller. Might have been attacked by a tiger. Meat is pretty hard to come by these days.
Mr. Byung must be struggling too. But where do you get snake meat then?
From those poor snake catchers, of course. They are the ones with authorization from the Yongam of the East. Nice to meet you. Well, I'm being kind here. With meat becoming scarce these days, if you bring me a few steaks, I'll give you the snake meat.
Oh, really? You're not just saying that, right?
Really? You're actually going to help?
It's not for free. After we get the snake meat, you have to tell us what really happened, okay?
Be careful not to venture too deep. You might vanish without any trace. What they call me, Holt?
All right, then. I'll leave the meat here.
Well, they said they were heading to the Big Auntie's Tavern. Wow, this meat is so juicy.
Never heard of snake meat driving away tigers before. Is the deity of Tebek that powerful?
I don't know much about that. I'll go prepare the meat.
We got the meat thanks to your kindness, Mr. Bjorn. But
Nice to meet you. We've all kinds of meats here. Well, except tiger meat. I don't only sell... Oh, come on. What are you fussing about? What do you expect from a butcher? This butcher shop is...
sure, I'm sorry, but
Ah, right. Because of that delivery. You compare my...
Oh, thank you so much.
come to think of it, where is your husband? Why'd you come all the way here from the capital, just the two of you?
I lost my husband a long time ago. She is all I've got left of him. I wanted to live my whole life holding on to her, but now she has grown up so much. And she even netted herself a hens at that time, when the marriage talks began.
I tried.
My, no news from him after that?
He promised to come back. Maybe it's better.
I was willing to give away everything I had to marry off my only daughter. I didn't have much, but I still prepared for the wedding. And now, this happened.
Now, ma'am, I don't know much, but I've heard about Changli. They say Changli hunts the closest family members first, so people usually don't marry someone from a household that's...
That's right.
Sounds like you all came from far away. The chief says eating the snakes from the blessed waterfall makes even Chungi huh? Her eyes just grew as big as dinner plate.
leaving a meal unfinished.
Oh, thank you so much.
Ah, you come. I'll teach you. Well, what if you come? You come. What? You're with I'll save you a bowl, so stop licking your lip. Our plague-eradicating village chief said as much. And that Dalbo Ibong said the same thing. I heard it from Jumsoon, who heard it from her father. He was drinking at the Mountainside Tavern in Babawi Valley and heard it clearly. Well, the Ebong was making a fuss because all the snakes in the Blessed Waterfall were gone, and he was worried that the Tiger Slayers wouldn't get their snake soup. With such a shortage, the value of that snake must be soaring. But what can be compared to a human life? Who are the Tiger Slayers? They're the ones who hunt tigers, of course. They're the ones looking for those snakes, but I've said enough. Oh right, don't forget your gook bop. So anyway, I thought I'd hire a snake catcher and sell some snake soup. That stingy butcher, Mr. Byun, won't even give a discount. And those snake catchers, they refuse to sell to me because they already have a buyer.
Hey, Auntie! Pour me a bowl of makgeolli.
Yeah, coming right away. Oh my, I have to leave now. Have some of my gook bok before it gets cold.
Thank you for this. Unexpected help. Since we can't go back to the capital due to the curfew, we have relatives in Nampo, so we'll go there first. I will definitely repay this kindness when you visit the capital next.
There's an old saying that Chungi likes sour things. So, carry some green plums with you, like I do.
Oh, this child. Where did you hear such things? We are very grateful. Let's meet again someday.
Didn't they recruit chasers in Nampo recently?
That wasn't chasers. It was a Pungmul troop.
Wait, what use would a Pungmul troop be to someone as upstanding as the Yungam of the East?
Who knows?
But there must be a reason why Lord Sangkun is so angry. If even begging for mercy won't work, how could we hope to fare any better with steel?
Watch your mouth. So many households fell victim to the tiger attacks. He's no longer the guardian of this land. Now he's just a mere beast.
A peddler taking a shortcut, a wood boy chopping wood, a woman picking greens, a farmer getting water.
I heard there was a saying around these parts, that there are only 2 seasons in Alba. One season is for mourning those killed by tigers, and the other season is for hunting tigers, right?
Oh, that's a bit of a stretch. Judging from the attire, you seem to be foreigners. Be careful out there.
If you don't want to leave nothing but a leg behind, make sure to lock up your door at night.
Hey, is anyone there? Oh, howdy. Well, it seems like every room in the town. Let's see if this wealthy homeowner will put us up for the night. Who is it? You can call me Dulce. And this is the traveler I'm accompanying.
What brings you here?
Ah, well, it sure is getting late and cold. Would it be possible for us to stay for the night?
Any chance you're from Hanji County?
Huh? Yes, sir. I'm from Hanji County, all right.
Oh, well, I'll be. That's where I'm from. Come on in.
Don't mind if we do.
When did you leave Hanji? It's been over 30 years, but I still dream of it sometimes.
Oh, really? I left when I was young, so I don't remember it much at all.
Of course! Come in, come in!
See there? This is the hospitality of our land.
Since we can't offer you the guest house, you'll have to stay in the barn.
Well, it seems I may have spoken too soon on that account. Might I ask who our marginably hospitable host is?
He's a very wealthy man by the name of Twin. We're only letting you in today because the master is out.
See there? This is the hospitality of our land. Unload your luggage here. My innards are at war, so if you don't mind, I'll just grab a cup of green plum juice and hunker down over a latrine. I'm worried about Oksun. I hope she's not feeling sick like this on her way. Oh, plum juice plumb me out. I'm feeling right as rain again. If your stomach's messed up, that'll do the trick, I tell you what. It's over there, by the bench where the hay is dried. Right side. The left side is soy sauce. Don't get them mixed up. Can't sleep, huh? Here's a story Lady Yunhua told me. The first time a tiger eats a person, the victim becomes a Changmi called a Gulgak. And if the Gulgak licks a kitchen pot clean, the master of the house feels hungry and asks his wife to make something for him. Then, when the wife comes out, Gulgak gobbles her up. Ow! Then comes the Eol Changi. Climb up to high places and destroy all the tiger traps. And if a tiger eats a third person, the victim becomes a Changui called a Yukon. It calls the names of people it once knew to lure them outside and... Mr. Oh, isn't that... Oksun?
Can you help me just one more time? Over here, Mr. Dorset?
Huh? How did a grown woman fall into a jangtok? But, Oksun, weren't you bound for Nampo?
There's an old saying that Chunky likes sour things. So, carry some green plums with you, like I do.
Oh no, it's Oksun, turned Changui now. Thanks to you, I survived, but what a mess. You smell... What's this? A ledger? Why is there a ledger hidden in the earthenware?
Hey, are you okay? What on earth? A Changi appeared at my master's house? Hurry and get up. The master has arrived.
Oh no. What if he asks us to pay for the damage? I don't want to take the hit myself, oh boy.
Are these the culprits?
Yes, my lord.
How audacious! In such dangerous times like these, how dare you take advantage of my absence and let guests in? Hey, you! Take this lowlife and teach him what a real caning is. As for these two, throw some salt on them before you throw them out.
Oh, my lord, please have mercy. This is the first mistake I've made like this.
Hey now, isn't salt quite valuable these days? Using it all on us. We're honored.
What is this? Where did you learn to make jokes like this? What is this? Where did you learn to make jokes like this?
Master, guests have arrived. The snake catchers from Body Forest.
How dare you come here at this hour without being summoned? Are you here to mooch a free meal? Shush! Don't even try to open your mouth. If you remember the deal, then you should know better.
Okay. We'll just take our leave now. Hey, now's our chance. Let's get out of here. But snake catchers have to travel around the country and never stay in one place or gather together. It's strange. He mentioned a deal, right? I wonder what that ledger feels like. There's something going on. Why don't you visit the chief's apothecary? If anyone got sick from eating snakes, that's where they'd likely end up. I'm not trying to doubt the deity of Tebek. If this is someone's idea...
What do you say?
Right. If you eat snakes only from the butchers the chief recommended, you won't get ill. But you're trying to save a few pennies, huh? Trying to catch some snakes and getting bitten or sick in the process?
Our great young Gom of the East took in people who were left in the caves after losing their... They alone were given the right to be called snake catchers. That's all they've got. You take away their only means of survival?
Well, do you have anything else to say? If you don't have any business, leave now.
Get out now, this swine. Leuros toste queste.
How dare you discriminate against your customers?
It's not like that. You are being stubborn and insisting on a specific item that's not available.
Stubborn? Didn't we have an agreement that you would prepare 100 pine axes? Even though you received the payment in advance. I don't have time for this. If you don't have them, return the payment.
I can't do that.
Then I have no choice but to report you to the authorities.
No! If you go to the authorities, you will be hurt!
Wait a minute. I'm supposed to be the one asking that.
Well, watching lovers quarrel is always entertaining.
Lovers? How dare you assume... Let me introduce myself first. I am Sunho, a scholar from the Byukye Institute. And you two are so-and-so and their servant, I presume.
Please, listen to me. If you go to the authorities, it will be a big problem for you, sir. Yes, that's what I mean. The advance payment was mistakenly spent on something else. I reported the order I received from you to the local office, and my older brothers were... If they're not treated immediately, it will be difficult to sustain our living. So, you know how effective the chief's medicine is. And expensive.
Oh my. Not only did you get innocent people beaten, but now you're refusing to pay for the medicine too. How disgraceful.
Oh, well, look here. If it isn't a Changsan scholar. Has your brush hand cramps, so you're resorting to words?
It's truly lamentable that your incessant complaints drown out the very voices you seek to aid. Sometimes, an ear may be more welcome than a mouth.
Sir!
Hoo-wee! Why are your steps so fast? And why, you've got huge bags under your eyes.
What crime is it to file a petition on behalf of the innocent people who are being wrongly punished? What is most important to this land right now is to save people from the tiger attacks as soon as possible.
Then, preparing the axes. As if for filing a petition.
You seem to have a great thirst for knowledge.
Wait, wasn't it you who prepared the petition? I wonder why the Hyungam punished Dukchun for your actions.
We had no reason to be punished, but he probably wanted to avoid trouble. So he might have found a way to justify punishing Dukchun's people. Regardless, it's all over now. The scholars from Byoke Island will soon arrive, and we failed to prepare the 100 axes. How will our message carry any weight now?
It said that even if the sky falls, there's always a way out. At times like these, you need someone with wisdom, and I know just the person. Go find a house where a citrus...
To see a... Oh, Hanji County. But how could you hop over here empty-handed, Milp? Didn't anyone tell you? I have written it down in detail in the book next to me. So I have written it down in detail in the book next... Down in detail in the book. You are quite the clever one, Milp. But you are not alone. There, a petition presented.
Do you know how many comrades were torn to death on their way to the capital to file? We couldn't close our eyes and ears to the fear of the people that reaches across.
They filed several petitions to end the tiger attack.
What do you, an insular scholar...
The Hyungam of the East has sent soldiers several times already. Thus, our alternative plan is to enlist only those brave enough,
like the striped tiger slayers.
Last night I pondered.
Oh, Miss Mio, how unjustly you were exiled. And yet, you've taught the children how to read and write and think critically. Your grace is as vast as the sky, Mio. The more.
Oh my. Go-young, I never said that, Milp.
As you heard last night, authorities are not taking kindly to this movement and are keeping a close eye on it for reasons unknown.
I'm granting your requests on a whim out of boredom, Milp. What more harm can be done to those already exiled, Milp? Dose, you must work with the people of this county to create. As for you, traveler, you... As for you, traveler, you hop up that mountain.
Trust our fellow.
Thank you. If you ever come to Byoke Island, come find me. No, rather...
No está.
Look at all those people with offerings. I hope the Earth deities dine in moderation. That's a bellyache waiting to happen. That's right. I have a supernatural swiftness to me, don't I? By the way, do you remember what I said when we first met, Traveler? This country may seem peaceful on the outside, but inside it's full. This procession represents all the... Oh, isn't that the Ebong of Jongik Soon the Hyungam?
I never thought all those youthful scholars would die like that.
Ting! Don't speak of such...
I can't live like this anymore.
Ting!
I can't do it anymore. Master Eba...
Ting!
What do you want? Oh, no. I think I drank...
Ugh! Get to the chief's apothecary, on the double!
We missed Bud. Did you hear it too? He said scholars and mentioned facial sketches. That person was definitely a painter. I've got such clumsy fingers, so I'll ask the drunkard I met. What happened? Did you succeed? succeed. Black hat, long. The scholar from the Byoke and
We pray to the gods of heaven and earth, who gave this land to us and made the people prosper. O gods of heaven and earth, please protect Donghae from the terrifying chaos of upheaval caused by tiger attacks. Gods above, bear witness as I, Idoksu, am determined to punish the weak and murderous Sangun, who has forgotten his duty to Ashi. I am Idoksu, warden of the Donghae province. I shall strike down the wicked tiger, Sangun, and restore peace once again to Donghae. Tiger Slayers, with me!
He was once the guardian of this land. It's sad how it's come to this. The young guy of the East probably feels the same way, right? Didn't the scholars intend to do something here? Well, I must have missed the memo about the invisible...
Huh? Protest? What protest?
Oh, shoot, your lordship. I'm just so ignorant of these things.
Ah, are you talking about those wretched... Maybe, perhaps, it was...
Your lordship, the young...
I'll be going now.
Oh.
You think it's strict? Oversee...
Are you talking about the scholars who came from Byoke Island? The oxen weren't to blame. Rather, one of the cart... I'm sure someone... Go to the edge of go...
worthy of sharing the same title as the Bjökje scholars who came before. This man, he's a scholar, one of ours. He was on his way to the capital to file it. It was not just a simple rock.
Oh, this?
Such foolishness, I thought. How could mere humans oppose Sangun? Bombawi is now a valley of death, and the country is pushing its people into the tiger's mouth.
Sir.
Our only hope was to seek the Striped folks' aid. However, our pleas have fallen upon deaf ears. The Yongam says to ask the Hyungam, and the Hyungam says to ask the Yongam, and our king may be gravely ill, for we haven't received any news.
I didn't know. I feel for you. So, what are you gonna do now?
Can you keep this journal safe for me? It's the story of the scholars who have passed on. I shall never give up on this. Just like the great Heshin we Bjökje scholars revere. If I succeed, I will reclaim that journal.
By the way, why is the ink all smudged like this? They say that tears of a true heart are stronger than any blade. The heavens will acknowledge your efforts, so don't give up. Please. Why did I lie? Did you... When people jump to conclusions, why? Just... Anyway.
Nice to dear. Nice to dear.
Hey, pal. Didn't see you around when I woke up. Where you been? Sure, it was pretty late, but you still had me worried.
Strangler. Diswai. Practisto. Wow. Tiganau Diswai.
Here. There's something I wanted to run by you. Ah, here you go. Lady Yonhwa's Jade Orb in all its glowing glory. Think about all we've done to light it up, like Gusense, Gumiho, Songakshi. The list goes on. Somehow it always comes back to the Sato. Maybe not always. It's odd, isn't it? It's not so both Satos, Yungam and Yungam, are getting bad-mouthed. Not a soul in Dungwell. It seems like... You remember the Changhui incident? Of course it was. Well, those... You remember that day when we saw the Byoke skull? I thought the Yongam was someone... That's a pretty friendly way to speak to your... Not really. And... something's... There's an old saying. Headed into its still. What if we... If that doesn't work and he still wants to kick us out, then we go to play... If that doesn't work and he still wants to kick us out, then we go to plan B. Pull out a gift with a loud ta-da! Then at least he won't slam the door in our face. perfect. That doesn't perfect. That doesn't work, and he's still. Hey, hey. Oh, come on. But we felt that.
As benevolent.
Es no está. Ukaszaskem.
It's an honor to share such great food with one as important as you.
Ha ha! Let's drink! Cheers!
Oh, Yungam, pace yourself.
Come now. There's such nice foods.
Your lordship must have gone through quite a... People should acknowledge your good deeds.
Really?
Really now? Well then, with...
This is an open spot.
Oh, I had to become a warden despite his birth.
You haven't...
Huh? Then what'll happen to...
How is I was born for the sake of my...
Well, I hope it... Maybe I'm narrow... Oh, of course. I know that much.
Yes. Exactly.
Get on! Never fear, your lordship. I won't leave a crumb. What a pity. We could have gotten...
Bye.